Very good morning to everyone. The last class we started basics in organic chemistry. That we have discussed the representation of organic molecules, what is organic compounds, the definition, everything. That part covered in the last class. Now in today's class we will see the hybridization involved in organic compounds. The concept of hybridization. Hybridization is the intermixing of atomic orbitals of almost similar energy, and they form a new set of orbitals with equal or same size of orbitals. They are hybrid orbitals, generally we can call. So atomic orbitals can undergo intermixing. Intermixing of atomic orbital. So they will redistribute themselves and they will form hybrid orbitals with equal and similar shape and size. Hybrid orbitals. But we come to the in case of organic compounds, where carbon is a central atom, it can undergo three types of hybridizations. Mainly it shows three types of hybridization, that is sp3 hybridization, sp2 and sp. sp3 means it is an intermixing of one s atomic orbital and three p orbitals. sp2 means one s orbital and two p orbitals. sp means one s orbital, one p orbital. They intermix. If you see the carbon electronic configuration, we discussed already in the last class, 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Here only the valency shell orbitals can undergo the hybridization. They can undergo intermix. 2s2 and 2p. This is the ground state electronic configuration. But carbon can show the tetravalency in first excited state. One of the electron will jump into the p orbital. Now we have the 4 electrons available. It can form 4 bonds. First, sp3. Here this is 2s and this is 2p. These are atomic orbitals. 2s, 2p are atomic orbitals. And these atomic orbitals intermix, one s orbital and these 3p orbitals. If they intermix together, it will form sp3 hybrid orbitals, and the number of hybrid orbitals formed is equals to the number of atomic orbitals undergo intermixing. So whatever the number of atomic orbitals, they undergo intermixing and they will form equal number of hybrid orbitals. Here how many atomic orbitals we have? 1s and 3 p's. Total 4 atomic orbitals, and they can form 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals. Here sp3 means this is hybrid orbital. So if the carbon undergoes sp3 hybridization, it can form 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals when 4 atomic orbitals combine. And it can show sp2 hybridization also. When it will show sp2 hybridization, again let us take the excited state electronic configuration. And out of these 4 orbitals, this is 2s and 2p, and one s orbital and 2 p orbitals, up to this only. And one s orbital and 2 p orbital, they will intermix each other and they redistribute themselves and they will form 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals. And what about the one more p orbital left here? This is atomic orbital only. It will not involve in hybridization. Only s orbital and 2 p orbital they can involve. So means in case of sp2 hybridization, carbon can have 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals plus one atomic orbital. sp2 hybridization lo manaki 3 sp2 orbitals untai, 1 atomic orbital and one more. It may undergo sp hybridization also. Again, let us take electronic configuration. 2s2p. sp hybridization means one s orbital and one p orbital. These two intermix each other and they can form two sp hybrid orbitals. These are the hybrid orbitals. And two more left. And these two. What are these? These two p orbitals will not involve now in hybridization. And these are called atomic orbitals. So overall, if carbon involved in sp hybridization, so carbon can carry two sp hybrid orbitals and two atomic orbitals. So these points you should remember. Carbon can undergo sp3 hybridization, sp2 hybridization and sp hybridization. And these atomic orbitals generally they can form pi bonds. Always hybrid orbitals can form sigma bond. Hybrid orbitals they can form sigma bond. And atomic orbitals they will form pi bonds. In case of organic compounds, hybrid orbitals will form sigma bond and atomic orbitals can form pi bond. Means in case of sp3 hybridization, so we have 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals, it can form 4 sigma bonds. If carbon is surrounded with 4 sigma bonds, then we can say that it is sp3 hybridization. If it in case of sp2 hybridization, how many? 3 hybrid orbitals. 3 hybrid orbitals can form 3 sigma bonds and 1 atomic orbital left and it can form 1 pi bond. And in case of sp hybridization, it can form 2 sigma bonds and 2 pi bonds. This also you should remember. If carbon is attached with 4 single bonds only, sigma bond nothing but single bond, pi bond they are due to the multiple bond formations. Isn't it? Now we can check together all these. In a tabular manner. In case of sp3 hybridization, number of hybrid orbitals and number of atomic orbitals. Sometimes atomic orbitals also called pure orbitals. If you call pure orbitals or atomic orbitals, both are the same. And number of sigma bonds and number of pi bonds. So when sp3 hybridization, carbon if it undergo sp3 hybridization, it has 4 hybrid orbitals, 0 atomic orbital or pure orbital, and it can form 4 sigma bonds and 0 pi bonds. And if carbon undergo sp2 hybridization, then the carbon can have 3 hybrid orbitals, 1 atomic or pure orbital, it can form 3 sigma bonds and 1 pi bond. And if carbon undergo sp hybridization, then it has 2 hybrid orbitals, 2 atomic orbitals, 2 sigma bonds and 2 pi bonds. These points are very important, you should remember. The next one more point here. If carbon undergoes sp3, sp2 and sp hybridization, sometimes they'll ask you percentage of S character. Percentage of S character or P character. In sp3, sp2 and sp hybridization. So in case of sp3 hybridization, what is the percentage of S character, Nana? 25%. Why? Because we have out of 4 orbitals, 1 is S and 3 are the P. So there is a 75, it is 30. sp2 case we have 33.3%. sp case we have 50% S character. Similarly, if they ask P character, just you have to take 100 minus that one. In case of sp3 hybridization, 75% of P character, and this is 66.66 or 67. You can take 33.33 if you take this one, and this is again 50%. The percentage of S character and percentage of P character. And depends on the percentage of S character, the electronegativity of the carbon atom depends. Generally, for a particular atom, the electronegativity is constant, but it depends on the surrounding environment. For example, carbon is whether attached with more electronegativity atom or less electronegativity atom. It has a single bond, double bond, triple bond. They also influence the electronegativity of the carbon atoms. In case of carbon, so we can see electronegativity. So carbon with sp hybridization, it has more electronegativity. Why? Because generally as a percentage of S character increases, electronegativity increases. Why it is that we can discuss at the time of periodic table and chemical bonding, especially in the periodic table. Electronegativity concept is there we can discuss. And here carbon with sp2 hybridization, then this is lesser compared to sp, but this is more compared to sp3 hybridized carbon. This is a electronegativity of carbon atom. Same carbon atom only, but depends on the number of bonds around it or hybridization. Now, based on this hybridization, we will see here identification of hybridization around the carbon atom. If carbon is attached with 4 single bonds directly, then we can say that the central carbon atom is sp3 hybridization. And if carbon is attached with 2 single bonds and 1 double bond, then we can say the carbon is sp2 hybridization. And if carbon is attached with 1 single bond and 1 triple bond, then we can say this carbon hybridization is sp. Why? Because here 2 pi bonds, 2 sigma bonds. Here 1 pi bond, 3 sigma bonds. Here 4 are sigma bonds. So let us take a few examples. We will identify the hybridization of a given molecules. Basic first, methane. What is the hybridization? Is carbon is surrounded by 4 hydrogen atoms. So its hybridization is sp3. Let me take ethane. This carbon is surrounded by 3 hydrogens and 1 carbon, and this carbon also surrounded by 3 hydrogens and 1 carbon. Both are having sp3 hybridization. So let me take ethylene here. And carbon, 1 pi bond is there. If it is 1 pi bond, we can say that it is sp2 hybridization. This carbon also having 1 pi bond. So this also sp2 hybridization. So whatever the number of carbons are present in a given compound, we have to give the hybridization for each and every carbon atom. We have to assign for everything. Let me take acetylene here. And this carbon is having 2 pi bonds. 2 pi bonds means sp hybridization. And here also 2 pi bonds, sp hybridization. Let me take this 1 butene. So this terminal carbon, it has 2 pi bonds, 1 pi bond. So sp2 hybridization. And this one has 1 pi bond, sp2 hybridization, and this carbon sp3, and this one sp3. Let me take 2 butene. This is 1 butene. Let us take 2 butene. What are the hybridization of all carbon atoms means? The first one, carbon sp3 hybridization, and this is sp2. And this is sp2, and this is sp. Like this we can identify. Now we will check some more molecules. Now I'll take bond line representations. Now we'll see these compounds hybridizations. Tell me the first one, seventh one here. How many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell me the first carbon hybridization.
sp2, sir.
Orderly. sp2. Then
sp2.
again sp2. Why? Because pi bond is there. Third carbon, no pi bond here. sp3. Fourth one.
sp2,
sp2. Yes. In this case, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us take this terminals 5th and this is 6th. First one, no pi bond, so directly sp3. Second one pi bond is there, so sp2. Third one pi bond is there, sp2. Fourth one, no pi bonds, sp3. Fifth one, again no pi bond, sp3. Sixth one, no pi bond, sp3. Just you have to check how many pi bonds are there. Here cyclohexane, so no pi bond here, all are single bonds only. So all are sp3 hybridization only. 10th one, let us do the numbering like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, in the IUPAC nomenclature, this is not correct numbering. Here I am giving for identification of hybridization. What is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon? What is the first carbon hybridization? All are single bonds only. Second carbon, one pi bond is there.
sp2.
Then third,
sp2. sp2. sp3.
fourth one, sp3. Fifth one,
sp2. sp2.
sixth one. So this is special structure. You should remember this is molecule, allene molecule. Name you should remember this one. Again, 1, 2, 3. First carbon hybridization. This carbon,
sp2,
one pi bond is there. sp. What about the middle carbon? Left side one pi bond, right side one pi bond. 2 pi bonds are there. So sp. And the terminal one pi bond is there. sp. The last benzene, all carbons are having one pi bond, so all are having the
all are sp2.
This is a benzene sp2 hybridization. Now we will see calculation of number of hybrid orbitals and atomic orbitals. How to identify number of hybrid atomic orbitals based on the hybridization concept again. Just now we have discussed it. Let me take the same almost the previous examples. First, methane. Here one point you should remember, only the carbon atom can undergo hybridization. It has hybrid orbitals. But the surrounding atoms, the terminal atom like hydrogen or oxygen, the other things, they will not involve in hybridization. Whatever the orbitals they contain, they are pure orbitals or atomic orbitals only. Now tell me methane. Simultaneously, you can identify here number of sigma and pi bonds also. Sometimes they'll ask you the question, number of sigma and pi bonds. This is also very important. Methane, tell me first hybrid orbitals.
4, sir.
So because the central carbon atom can undergo sp3 hybridization, and so sp3 hybridization means 4 hybrid orbitals. And atomic orbitals are pure orbitals. How many atomic orbitals? This is very important. You should know the structure of methane. You write the expanded structure for methane. This is the expanded structure, right? Now here, anyhow, this central carbon, it can undergo sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization means 4 hybrid orbitals. But hydrogen also involving in bond formation, right? So hydrogen, how many orbitals are there? One atomic orbital, 1s1, hydrogen electronic configuration 1s1. This 1s1 will make a bond with this carbon sp3 hybrid orbitals. So we have 4 hydrogen atoms. They are also forming in bond formation, and they are pure orbitals only. They will not involve in hybridization. Only carbon atomic orbitals involved in hybridization. So we have 4 atomic orbitals of hydrogen. So hydrogen will not involve in hybridization. And hydrogen में जो orbitals सेम होता है pure orbitals or atomic orbitals only. ఒక్కొక్క hydrogen को ఒక్కొక్క atomic orbital ఉంటుంది. Understood? Let us take example of ethane. Tell me total number of hybrid orbitals.
4, sir.
And atomic orbitals.
18, 6.
Again you write the expanded
6
structure of
atomic orbitals.
this is expanded structure. Here how many carbons? 2 carbon atoms. Each carbon atom can carry how many hybrid orbitals? 4.
4.
So we have 2 carbon atoms. So total 8.
8.
Atomic orbitals. Carbon does not carry any atomic orbital. Why? Because completely sp3 hybridization. But hydrogen, they can carry atomic orbitals, right?
6
and
atomic.
6 atomic orbitals. Next. Let me take ethylene molecule or ethene. Here if I ask how many hybrid orbitals or atomic orbitals, you write again the expanded structure.
Hybrid 6, atomic 6.
Hybrid orbitals is equals to, this is sp2. Both are sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization means carbon is having
3, sir.
3
hybrid orbital.
and 2 carbons 3 plus 3.
3, 3.
Atomic orbitals, each carbon now can carry 1, right? 1 plus 1 plus, here 2 hydrogens, here 2 hydrogens.
4.
2 plus, so this one is coming from carbon and this one is coming from carbon. Total 6, here also total 6. And if I ask number of sigma and pi bond, this is also very important. Sigma and pi bond calculations. How many sigma bonds are there here? Again you see the expanded structure, this we can calculate.
5 sigma.
5 sigma bonds, 1 pi bond. Generally sigma bonds you can calculate number of atoms minus 1. Very simple. But pi bonds case sometimes we should see the structure, you cannot calculate exactly. But sigma bonds n minus 1, number of atoms minus 1 can give the sigma bonds.
Sir?
Yes. If this is a sp2 hybridization, how many hybrid orbitals? 3 hybrid orbitals, right? 1 atomic orbital. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
If this carbon also sp2 hybridization means 3 hybrid orbitals, 1 atomic orbital. Hydrogens, 4 hydrogens are there, 4 hydrogens, no hybridization. Because surrounding atom, hydrogen will not involve in hybridization, 4 hydrogens, 4 atomic orbitals. You count it, 3 plus 3, 1 plus 1, 6. Now tell me, number of hybrid orbitals, atomic orbitals, sigma bonds and pi bonds in benzene. Benzene structure. Calculate hybrid orbitals, atomic orbitals, number of sigma bonds and number of pi bonds. So then we give the answers like this: 18, 18, 12, 12, 18. We'll see which one is correct here. What is the benzene structure? You can write the expanded structure of benzene. So here we have alternative pi bonds. This is the expanded structure of benzene. How many carbon atoms? We have 6 carbon atoms. 6 carbon atoms. They are all are having the same hybridization sp2. So hybrid orbitals.
12.
So each sp2 hybridization means 3. 3 into 6, 18.
18.
Next atomic orbitals. So, 6 carbon atoms sp2 hybridization means 1 atomic orbital will left on each carbon, right? So, 6 atomic orbitals on each carbon. Now, hydrogens, how many are there? 6 hydrogens. Each hydrogen can form 1 atomic orbital. So, 12. Next, sigma bonds. So, each carbon, see, on the ring. In ring, we have the 6 and it has 1 hydrogen bond.
Yeah, 18 only, sir.
So, 6 plus 6. 12. Pi bonds.
Sir, hydrogen bond was rather, sir. Sigma bond is sir.
So 6 plus 6, this is 12. Pi bonds, we have only 3 pi. This is hybrid orbitals, atomic orbitals, sigma and pi bonds. Okay, how to calculate like this.
The sigma bonds can you say again?
Sigma bonds, see in the ring how many bonds are there? 6 sigma bonds are there within the ring. And again each carbon can form 1 bond with a hydrogen. So like that 6 bonds of hydrogens and 6 bonds in the ring. 6 plus 6. 12.
Okay, sir. Sir,
now we'll see one more example here. Find out for this 1,3-butadiene. 1,3-butadiene, the structure is like this. I'll write the bond line representation. So this is a 1,3-butadiene. For this, you should calculate number of hybrid orbitals, atomic orbitals, sigma bonds and pi bonds. So for this number of hybrid, atomic, sigma and pi bonds, I gave here bond line structure. First, you have tried the expanded structure for this. And this carbon is having 2 hydrogens here. In this carbon, it has 1 hydrogen. In this carbon, it has 1 hydrogen. In this terminal carbon, it has 2 hydrogens. Hybrid orbitals. So each carbon can undergo sp2 hybridization, 4 sp2 hybrid orbitals. Hybridized carbon atoms. So each sp2 can give 3 hybrid orbitals, 4 into 3, 12. Atomic orbitals. Again, 4 carbon atoms. They are having 1 atomic orbital. So 4 on 4 carbon atoms. And hydrogens, how many hydrogens are there? 6 hydrogens.
6, sir.
So you will get 10 atomic orbitals. Sigma bonds. This carbon underline straight line 3 and this carbon 2 and this is 6. 6 plus 3, 9. Pi bonds, anyhow we have 2 pi bonds. These are the number of hybrid atomic sigma and pi bonds. Got it now, all of you? One more. Write the same thing for allene. What is the allene structure here? CH2, double bond C, CH2. This is allene structure. Each carbon can undergo what type of hybridization? This is terminal carbons sp2 hybridizations. But middle carbon sp hybridization. So hybrid orbitals, so this is 3, 3 and this is 2. 6 plus 2, 8. Atomic orbitals. Terminal carbons sp2 hybridization, so 2 atomic orbitals. Middle one sp means 2 atomic orbitals. How many hydrogens are there? 4 hydrogens. 4 atomic orbitals. Sigma bonds. How many sigma bonds are there in the chain? Carbon atoms 2 and 4 hydrogens are there. 5 bonds. How many pi bonds? 2 pi bonds. So we will see the last these 3 molecules. Cyclohexane, what is the structure? So all can undergo sp3 hybridization. So 6 carbon atoms, so they are sp3 hybridization. Directly you can write hybrid orbitals 6 into 4, 24. Atomic orbitals, anyhow carbon atoms, no atomic orbitals on each carbon atom, but each carbon can carry 2 hydrogen atoms, right? Like that we have 6 carbon atoms are there, so 6 into 2, that means 12 hydrogens we have, 12 atomic orbitals. Sigma bonds and the ring 6 and each carbon again individually it carries 2. So 12 plus 6, 18. Pi bonds, no pi, 0. Oh. Second molecule is the 2-butene, the formula. In each terminals sp3 and the middle carbons sp hybridization. sp3 means here 6 and
8.
This 2. This is 4 hybrid atoms 4 right? 8 and this 2 12. Atomic orbitals, here carbons no contribution, but middle carbons they can contribute. sp hybridization means 2 atomic orbitals and this is also 2 to 4. Plus hydrogens, terminal they are having 6 hydrogens and middle one no. You will get 10. Sigma bonds. So on the line 3 sigma bonds and the terminals 6. 9. Pi bonds, they have 2 pi bonds. And this toluene molecule.
22 hybrid orbitals.
So a ring 6 carbons sp2, 18 and this carbon sp3. So 4, 18 plus 4, 20.
13 atomic
orbitals. So 6 carbons, 6 and this carbon no. Hydrogens you can see here 3 hydrogens, here 5 hydrogens. So 6 carbons, first 6 carbons can give 6 atomic orbitals and on the ring 5 hydrogens and here 3, 8. How much will get 14 atomic orbitals. Sigma bonds,
15.
ring 3 and ring 6 and with a hydrogen and here also 6 plus 3 on this carbon 15. 5 bonds.
6 plus 5 plus 3 no.
This one also you have to find here one, here one, here one, here one, here one, here.
Okay.
5 bonds to 3 pi bonds. Understood now?
Yes.
Okay, then we'll stop the class here. The remaining part we will see in the next class.